This is question 12 in the perception topic, and the question says, evaluate Gilchrist and Nesberg's study on how motivation affects perception for 4 marks. So the command word in this question is evaluate. So what evaluate means is you need to write strengths or weaknesses of the Gilchrist and Nesberg study on motivation. Now you could write 1 strength, 1 weakness. You could write 2 strengths, 2 weaknesses. You could try and write 1 strength or 1 weakness in lots and lots of detail. But what I would recommend is for you to write 2 evaluation points rather than trying to get all 4 marks out of 1 evaluation. Now, the reason why Gilchrist and Nesberg is being asked in terms of evaluation is because it's a key study. So you have to be able to evaluate all of the key studies in the GCSE. And it's also looking at motivation. So that study is looking at how participants were asked to judge the brightness of food when they were really, really hungry, when they hadn't eaten for 20 hours, and when they weren't hungry. So let's have a little look at how you would answer this question. So 1 weakness is that the study can be seen as unethical. This is because one group of participants were deprived of food for 20 hours, so would have felt uncomfortable. And another weakness of the study is that participants were asked to judge pictures of food rather than real food. This means the results are difficult to apply to the real world. So as you can see in the way that this question has been answered, is that you've stated 1 weakness and then explained specifically why in the context of the question. So that means it's not a generic evaluation, because you're not just writing a weakness is that the study can be seen as unethical. You need to make sure that you're applying it specifically back to Gilchrist and Nesberg's study of why that specific study was unethical. So you're referring to the fact that they were not allowed to eat food for 20 hours. And then you've got the other evaluation point, which is about the problem of being asked to judge pictures of food rather than real food, and about how that's difficult to apply to the real world. So then again, it's specific about this specific study into Gilchrist and Nesberg, and it's not a generic evaluation. So that means that you could get all 4 marks for answering it in this way.